take it over first?
Well, guys, I'll just tell you right now that we just wanted to get everybody together this morning and kind of share what's going to be going on down here in Destin, Florida. There is so much momentum in the company. I mean, our stock price, if I don't care if you had a dollar in it, that dollar's now worth $1.70. I mean, it's up over a dollar in the last 30 days. I mean, while we were all watching Brent's birthday, it went up 40 cents. There's huge things happening in RX around the world. There's maybe never been a better time in history for somebody to change the whole course of their future. I'm talking about break generational curses of poverty and debt and all those things that have followed our parents and us and we don't want for our kids. I mean, there's a chance here to build a business that trails you a residual income for the rest of your life. There's a chance here to invest whatever you got in a stock that is almost sure to skyrocket. I mean, it's just every day it just goes up more and more and more and more. And I don't care how much you got in there. Don't ever think download that Robinhood app and stick your 20 bucks in there every time you can. Just get it moving in there. Become a part of that company. If you saw that South African team this morning, get some stock, override the South African team, the Europe team, the Australia team, the Chinese team. The other companies are going to be coming over and merging with us. Get your piece of it. But Brent, maybe the most important thing a person can do in a time frame where a company's about to go into momentum is get to a big event. Get around the positive people, because no matter how big a company gets, no matter how much momentum it goes into, if all the time you ever spend is on the front lines with the people telling you it won't work, or that weight loss didn't work for me, or I don't like this, right? It doesn't take you long for your battery to run down. And I know that because to create wealth and network marketing, you can never leave the front lines. So I know what I hear on the front lines. So that's the reason I get on so many Zooms, is because I want to hear what's on the backside. I want to know the people in here making money, how they're feeling and what they're doing. So Brent, our upcoming event in Destin, Florida is going to allow for that. We've got a invitation only event. It's going to be pretty private. You've got to be earning over $4,000 a week, but I've got actually I rented another beach house today. So I've got two 4,000 square foot beach houses rented now. And it's going to be a mastermind event, but it will be invitation only. However, that Friday will be a network marketer. I got started yesterday's dream, because we're going to have several people that have made in excess of $30 million that are going to try. We're going to tell you what we do. You know, I always go to trainings, but sometimes I want people to know this is what I do to do this. It's not hard. It's matter of fact, I'm sitting on the beach right now. It's even when I'm working, it's not hard. All I'm doing is hanging out with people and eating. But I hang out with a lot of people and I eat a lot. So we're going to show you exactly how we do that. Brent's going to share some others, Aaron Decker, Chris Dole, some people that have all made over $5 million in the industry. And everybody's invited. I don't care if you signed up yesterday. But you got to come in there with the mindset. This is not baby talk. We're going to show you how to maximize the pay plan. You're going to understand it inside, outside, and backwards. You're going to understand how to build, what it takes. We're going to show you how to make over $5 million. And so anybody can come. And then Saturday, we'll flip into, hey, I just signed up. I ain't ready to make $5 million yet. I'm still trying to figure out how to take the mower. What we're going to do on Saturday are all the top leaders. A lot of them will be in that. Matter of fact, probably everybody speaking on Saturday will be at the mastermind event. There'll be $4,000 a month people, $1,000 a week earners. The 4,000 a month club is what we're going to name it. But they're going to teach everything. Robin DeMayo sent me her topic yesterday. Says she was training on mindset. I know we've got people training on how to set the appointment, how to prospect on Facebook, how to utilize social media, how to run a weekly meeting, how to get trainings done. On Friday, I'll be talking about how to drive through people. So, but those topics will be about 19, 20 strong. We'll go all day on Saturday. It's at the beach. There's food in the lobby and next door in the Hilton Garden Inn lobby. We will break for lunch. We won't keep everybody starving in that time frame. But Brent, then you actually taking it now on your back, that on that Saturday night, after the event concludes, we'll probably have about an hour and a half break. But the event space is on the beach. And you and Andrea yesterday called the event coordinator, and now y'all have got a banquet style event set up I've got a band here in town I'm renting out. You guys have got the food and stuff. Why don't you tell us a bit about that, Brent, and kind of the celebration we're going to have Saturday night, the theme of it?
Absolutely, absolutely, Coach. And I want everybody to know that the timing right now, if you, how many of you, if you can type in the chats, I mean, first of all, it's 10 a.m. Central Time Zone, and we've packed out this Zoom. I mean, if you can feel the energy, maybe hit some fire in the chat. Like, can you just feel it? Maybe you don't know you don't even know what you're feeling, but you can just, it's like a radiant energy coming out of this thing. It's like, man, I've been here for 3 years. I hadn't felt this. That's when you know that you got to go all in. And me and Todd was talking yesterday, and we were like, there's no telling how big this event's going to be, because I think people are figuring out that you just got to get around the energy. And let me tell you, the mastermind on Thursday, the people the exclusive groups in that room, they will be treated like kings and queens. It's going to be unbelievable. Then Friday, what's been laid out, guys, first of all, it's one of the most beautiful places on the earth. I mean, if you've never been down to this part of the world, it's unbelievable gorgeous. And where Todd has us set up is just a beautiful, beautiful view. But here's the thing, you couldn't be going into an event at a better time. Where our company is, where our industry is, where, we're publicly traded, where the stock, I mean, you could not be going in at a better time to create an explosion for yourself and your team in 2021. Like, this is just an event that is like, I would look at this event, and I've been saying this, but for every person you get there on your team, including yourself, it's like adding $10,000 in 2021 to your bank account. If you'll program your mind that way, every person I get there is $10,000 in my bank account in 2021 because of where we sit, what's going on, and what they're going to get trained on. Todd, I got to say this, and then I'll answer what you told me to, but one of the biggest reasons I'm excited to be in RX, not only where the company is, where we're sitting in the industry, but we have the best leadership in the industry. Like people in the industry would pay thousands of dollars to come get trained by Todd Rowland, Chris Doyle, Aaron Decker, Ken Bailey, like Steve Swartz. I mean, I don't know if I can let the cat out of the bag there that Steve Swartz will be in attendance, but my bottom line is, we have the best in the industry in this company to give you that. So for me, if you're looking to somebody to go, Brent, should I come? It's non-negotiable. Like, if you come, you're setting your 2021 up for an explosive year for what you're going to get. So I don't know what you got to do in your schedule. I know it's a sacrifice. I get it. I've lived it, but I promise you this, you're sacrificing a little to gain like something that you can't even wrap your head around. You just don't want to miss this time because you're sitting in it. You're sitting in it. In 5 years, you'll remember the time right now that you're feeling this radiant energy when you see this company, a multi-billion-dollar company, that stock is $40, $50 a share, and you're going to go, holy smokes, I was in the pool at the time this thing was taking off. So just get there. Now, on Saturday night, we're rolling out the carpet. Like, we're sparing no expense to this event. Why? Because we know where we sit in the time we sit in. So Saturday night after the event, here's what we're going to create an atmosphere of, like Todd said, we're going to have music. We're going to have a cocktail party with food, a social atmosphere. All on Saturday night, literally for the whole event, it's all free. The only thing you'll bring Saturday night is a $20 bill to stick in a bucket and just experience all we got. Like it's going to be unbelievable. So for somebody going, how much is this event going to cost me? Literally $20 on Saturday night, and that's it. Like, we don't want it to cost you anything. Here's what we want you to do. We want you to go to the top of this company with us as we explode out of the gate in 2021. And we know that this destination event will be the setup for that. So do whatever you can do. And I want to put this up, Todd, and turn it back to you. But Anthony, in the chat, we need everybody to make a hard push here personally with you. You know, I tell everybody, what do successful people do? They say yes to the challenge. The challenge is go to this link and get registered. It's free. Get registered. It'll tell you where the hotel is. You can book your reservations. It'll tell you all that. Thank you, Anthony Moreland, for setting all that up. Just get registered. It's free to register. And then I would get my team on a Zoom and I would push this home and I would give them an assignment to get registered as well, to make that commitment. Here's what successful people do. They say yes to the challenge. Then they tell the world, they tell their team, they put it out there. You're seeing Coach Rowland right now doing Facebook Lives. Like, he's letting the world know we're coming to town. We're coming to town, baby. We're about to blow this thing up. Tell the world what you're doing. And then guess what? Then you figure out how to get there, how to make it all work, how to get the kids babysitters. That's what successful people do. They just say yes, they book it, they tell the world, and then they figure out all the rest of the stuff. I've done it my whole career. I know Todd has, and all these leaders have. Here's the bottom line. This is a do not miss event for where we're going in 2021. I promise that. Coach, I'll turn it back to you. Hey, Coach, you're still muted.
You're muted, Coach.
Thank you, Brent. A few extra details for you. We're going to try to get more rooms added to the block. I know that we either have sold out again or right at it. We had 50 rooms blocked, so that's how many have already booked, if you're wondering. I know a lot of people, though. I know Andrea. I can't remember everybody now. There's Beth and Mark out of Nashville, Kim and her team. I know I talked to, I don't know, a half dozen more people on the phone that have already booked condos, which I highly encourage. Down here that time of the year, I noticed today, because I was helping somebody book one this morning, that prices are starting to seep up on the condos, because it does kind of run into Thanksgiving week, and Thanksgiving week's a pretty good week down here. But the week before, if you want to come in a few days early, it's a great time to rent like a 2 or 3 bedroom condo on the beach for just, I mean, whatever it says, it would be 5 times that much in the summertime or on spring break or something like that. It's just really, it's one of our lower weeks of the year before the Canadian snowbirds get here. So turn it into a family vacation, a nice event. The other thing is, and this is what a lot of our people are doing, Kim, David Daltrey and their team, they've got like 5 people staying in one house. And I know Beth Lewis is bringing a whole team from Nashville. They're all staying in a big house. So you might get 4, 5, 6 people on your team, and you probably could rent a house cheaper, split up. Anthony, there's that link, the Destin getaway link that if you don't have it, I'll try to get it put in here in the thing when I mute out again here in just a second. But there's a link. There's a girl in our business here named Kimberly, and she oversees a rental property company. If you book through hers, you don't have as many fees as you will on VRBO, HomeAway, or Airbnb. However, look at all of them, because their supply will be a little bit more limited than the others. But I will tell you, they're probably going to find them cheaper on that website than you can find on the 3 I just told you. But anyway, search around, play with that, make it team events. You can have team get-togethers, team dinners, just all kind of fun stuff as you do that. Brent, I'm just so excited. I cannot stand it. And we're going to be shooting a bunch of videos while you're here. So come prepared, bring good clothes. We'll have backdrops. The collage that those of you that got to see Brent's birthday this morning, Anthony's going to build a couple collages that way with weight loss and with business. So we're going to get just a whole bunch of stuff that people can utilize to grow their business while everybody's in town. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Brent, I'll turn it back to you. I'll get this link.
Todd, thank you so much. First of all, for all you do. I mean, I got to put this because he doesn't say it a lot, but you're talking about somebody that several $100,000 a month earners. Like this guy has been there, done it. Like,
Coach, we can't hear you, Coach.
You can't hear me?
Now we can.
Am I breaking up?
Someone was covering the mic. That's all.
Okay. I said, I want to put this in perspective to everybody that don't know Todd. Todd's somebody that several $100,000 a month club Todd has been in. He's been there. He's done it. He's built it. He knows what momentum looks like. And the reason we're doing this, we're making this big push to this event is because we know the importance for you right now to go on this journey with us. Okay. And so all I can tell you is here's what I would do. If you're not registered, I would go register for it. I know Anthony will post it in MOA Challenge and on RX Nation again at the top. It's also in the chat section to go register. And then I would set up a game plan of my team. Who's my core group? Let's get them on a Zoom. You get them on a Zoom. You express the importance. If you need a leader to jump on a Zoom with you for 15 minutes, we can do that to promote for this event. But at the end of the day, it's drilling down into your team and it's saying, and it's training the mind to go, for every person I get into the room, it's like $10,000 for 2021 and the explosion that we are absolutely going to have. It's going to happen. It's going to happen all over the United States and around the world. Okay. Come be a part of it with us. So again, Coach, thank you for your time. Thank you for your leadership, and can't wait for this event.
Yeah, and tomorrow morning, we got some special guests on board. Pat Klepper and Tanya out of Louisiana, Tammy Crumwitty out of Myrtle Beach. I'll tell you what it's going to be about. Tammy Crumwitty is a product guru. We've worked together for a decade, and she called me up 2 weeks ago, and she was like, she started talking, and I thought she was coming through the phone. She was like, Todd, you know what all this 5X Lemieux Original does? I was like, well, Tammy, I don't know, but I hope it does a lot because I'm drinking about a half a bottle a day. She said, have you actually been to PubMed and looked? She said, you can go to PubMed and type in anything and for Quentin seaweed, like cancer for Quentin seaweed, heart disease for Quentin seaweed, Lyme disease for Quentin seaweed. And she said, there's like 2,000 research papers. And she said, I talked to Pat Klepper and I'm just telling you right now, my family's going through 2 bottles a day and I'm giving it to my dog. And I was like, Tammy, we got to let everybody know. So anyway, tomorrow morning, Pat Klepper herself, 12 years in Lemieux, and Tammy Crumwitty and Tanya, the daughter, the dancing superstars, will be on board training us up on the Lemieux 5X Original.
Yes, it's going to be awesome. And they know a lot about it. So I would tune into that. That's going to be a great one.
Hey, it will not be recorded.
Coaches, I reached out to our only double founder, Steve Schwartz, and I'm talking him into coming to Destin. So he's going to be there, but he's actually on the call now. He's going to talk about events, how important events are. Steve, are you with us?
Yeah, I am. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, I can.
All right, cool. Well, hey, I'm excited about this. I just found out I'm going to Florida yesterday. Normally I get the message when Todd is landing in the airport, but this time there's no airport for him because it's at his home. So I'm excited about that. And we're going to make this happen. And you know, $20 in a bucket. That's a pretty good deal. I mean, what we're going to see is here's the deal. The events are so important because, you know, here we are, like I'm out for a walk today, you know, you're on your own. A lot of us build our business sometimes, you know, it seems like we're by ourselves, even though we go in person. It seems like, you know, we're at our house, we're doing this, we're on Zooms, we're on these things. But when we come together and we meet people and you hear people's stories in person, there's nothing like it. I mean, that's what it's all about. And it's been tough because everyone's been putting all these rules on us and all these things. But we've been kind of rebels. And, you know, if you were in Fort Worth, you saw that event. And that event happened because of Todd Rowland, Brent Palmer. That event was like canceled, right? And but it's that leadership that steps it up. So if you were there, if you weren't there, you're going to experience it even better. And we're going to be on the beach in Florida. It's pretty good. It's pretty awesome. So I'll be there for sure, 100%. And I'm excited about it. You guys are rocking it. Appreciate it. And again, happy birthday, Brent. 50 never looked so good on you. And you guys keep rocking. I'm going to be there. And the mastermind, the reason you go to a mastermind, if you can get your income up, is because certain things are shared amongst leaders that are, what we're doing, what's working. And we're connected to a lot of other people throughout the company. If you've seen the growth of the company, you'll see Europe has been massive. Europe went from like, oh my gosh, probably like, since I started Europe, it was like 1,000 volume a week. Now they're doing like over almost 3 million on average. On average, it's around 2.5 to $3 million a week in sales. So there's some secrets there, and we're going to bring that information to you guys. We're excited, and we'll see you in Destin.
Everybody, that's the double founder of this company, and here's the thing I'd say about.
Brent, we got to make 25,000 a week to get in Steve Schwartz mastermind clubs.
Absolutely.
We got to raise the bar.
You're not there? I ain't coming. All right, later.
Here's the thing, it's the level of leadership, and that's one of the reasons I'm so excited to be in this company. Is, I talk to Steve Schwartz every week. We were just on a 3-way call yesterday, Todd Rowland, myself, and Steve Schwartz, talking about how to just make our game even better, make our game even. If you ever talk and look at someone really good in business, no matter what industry, they're always looking to level up their game. That's this event. And I wish I could show you on my phone. Mark Wilson just called, the president of RX, and I talked with him just a few minutes ago, and he was talking about this event, and he said he was excited. He said, y'all couldn't be putting on an event at a better time where our company is. He's like, have you seen the stock today? I mean, he was excited. He knows everything that's taking place. And again, he's like, you guys couldn't have put it together any better for the field. And I'm like, we know it. It's going, it's going to be crazy. So get registered, get your teams registered. If you need any of us to jump on a Zoom with your team and share the excitement to get them registered for the Destin event, I'm here. I'll do it around the clock. You just let me know.
Hey, Brent, one last thing. It is of the utmost importance. We've got to get everybody registered. The event itself is actually free. You're only paying that $20 for the food at the thing. But the deal is my space I have rented only seats 200. So I've got to. I had no idea it was going to mushroom like this. So I got to see numbers flowing in to know I've still got plenty of time. I've got options on standby. So I just need to know what type of facility I might need to upgrade to, and it won't be a problem. It'll be in the same. I've got options on both sides of the Holiday Inn. I put it there strategically. We can move over to the Hilton Garden Inn. We can seat about 350, and we can move it into the Sheraton and seat about 400. So we're gonna have more than enough room, but just need to know for sure in the next couple of days.
Coach, that's all I've got. I think if you're sitting on here right now, I know the energy's there. You can feel it. Just say yes to the challenge, and then go shout it from the rooftops, tell the world, and then we'll figure it all out as we go. Okay. I promise you this, you'll be glad down the road you did. It'll set your next 90 days up and all of your 2021 by coming to this event. So thank you, everybody. Appreciate your time. Grateful for you.